Hey y'all, I have about an hour left of National Coming Out Day, so I wanted to tell my coming out stories because I had to do it a few times. My friend Lily is a beautiful, lovely, warm-hearted person, and the only person that I really trusted in high school. A lot of people in high school knew, but I was popular enough that I wasn't bullied, but I wasn't out. You know what I mean? But when I graduated high school, I think Lily was a junior, and she was the first person that I told, and she was just like, it was the perfect reception. There was no judgment. There was no nothing, and she even went as far as to try to like encourage me to like come out and hit on this person that I really liked. That wasn't the best idea because I went to a Lutheran high school. But yeah, that was a beautiful moment, and I will always appreciate her for giving me that warm welcome. I ended up in the black church after that. That's a long story, but I was ordained at 20. And uh, not too long after that, there was a prophetess that came to the church for service prophesying to everyone. And she decided that she would use that moment in her sermon or her word to out me. She did it very smooth and indirectly, but by the end of her message, everyone knew that I was homosexual. Can you believe it? Yeah, that was actually kind of traumatizing. I ended up writing a letter to her years later after I healed, and sort of had some more knowledge about who I was and who I was in the community. After that, interestingly enough, I started writing a play about closeted black people in the church. I was not out, at least to everyone around me. No one ever spoke about that moment with the prophetess, but I decided that was a good time to come out to my mom. I was probably about 24. And the first thing she said was, "No, you're not." And I thought, yeah, I'm pretty sure I know. I've known for a long time. And then the next sentence was, "God, people think you're so nice." I'm like, well, I am. I was then, not so much now. But I was like, I am still nice. It doesn't, affect or reflect my character. And then she says, well, yeah, I guess I always knew, even when you were little. I'm like, well, what is all this you're not about? So we had an interesting conversation. And she slowly came to embrace my sexuality and even went as far as to start asking me who I was dating and if I was dating anyone, and I would bring people over. She met my ex. It was pretty cool. But the last time I came out to the pastors that I was ordained under, and that didn't go as smoothly, but I had grown so much from the first time that I came out. This was like 13 years after that. And of course she said, "Oh, let me pray for you." And I'm like, "No, I'm good. I don't need any prayer. Like, I'm just telling you because I've had a grudge for so long and I need to let that go." So I wanted to confront you about things that had happened years prior. And she started to go into a sermon, but I already had so much information, not just information about the fact that there was nothing wrong with me, that the God that I understood at the time understood me and accepted me as I was, and including my sexuality. But then the history of same gender loving queer folk throughout history that have been transformative, powerful forces in our evolution and in movements, social and political, throughout our country and other countries. We are important, we are needed. If you are a queer, same gender loving, anywhere in the LGBTQ community, you are important. You are needed. And it aggravates me that people would try to diminish you because of your sexuality and not give you basic human respect that you deserve. But I felt so liberated after I confronted her. And then she goes, yeah, I guess I knew too. But I'm just telling my story, and I'm curious to know if any of you out there have stories of your own. Let me know.